Good morning, Indonesia. Good morning, viewers. I'm Triwulandari reporting for Indonesia Morning News Report. Right now, I'm in Tugas Village, Serengan District, Surakarta City, Central Java. I have just walked through the flooded streets here, and let me share my personal experience. The water is still ankle deep in some spots, and the smell of mud is everywhere. In my view, the situation here is far more critical than what we saw last month in the eastern part of the city, because the water rose much faster this time. Now, let me ask you two important questions. First, how long can these families survive without dry clothes and clean water? Second, why has the embankment not been built despite repeated warnings from local residents? Due to heavy rains that poured down all night in Tibet's village and several other areas, water level has risen, causing severe flooding. In Tibet's village, the affected communities so far are Area 15 with 21 families, 19 houses, as well as Area 12, Area 11, Area 3, and Area 13. The difference between Tibet's village and other flooded areas is that Tibet has no direct riverbank protection, making it the most vulnerable spot in Solo City. However, the similarity is that all affected sub-districts share the same problem. The Janus River overflowed because it lacks proper embankment. One resident, Mrs. Suryani, told me directly, I woke up at 3 a.m. and the water was already inside my bedroom. I have never been this scared in my life. She also mentioned that she wished the government has acted sooner. Apart from Tibet, 9 other sub-districts in Solo City were flooded after heavy rains last night. Hundreds of homes were submerged and several residents were evacuated by rescue teams. The deepest water level reached 1 to 1.2 meters. That is the highest recorded in this area in the last 5 years. The Solo City government revealed that the overflowing Janus River, which lacks embankment, in the main cause. An official stated that if the embankment had been built earlier, the flooding might not have happened. He also explained that if the river had proper embankment now, the situation would be less severe. However, experts warn that if heavy rain continues today, water level could rise again, possibly making the flood even worse than yesterday. The Solo City government expressed their wish that permanent embankment were already in place along the Janus River. For now, floodwaters are receding and pumps are being checked. That's all the information I can provide from Tibet's village, Serengan District, Surakarta City. Thank you for your attention. Good morning and back to the studio.